Hey everybody, welcome to a video covering 6 different bicep exercises that you can do on the Bowflex. Now I think the Bowflex is an awesome device for hitting your biceps because the curling motion through these pulleys is just really intuitive and the resistance from the power rods just keys in at just the right spot. So this is actually my favorite muscle group to work out on the Bowflex. And speaking of working out on the Bowflex, if you have a Bowflex or think about getting one, you should check out the rest of this channel and subscribe. I put out weekly workout videos that you can find every Thursday. So check it out, subscribe, and let's get started. So our first lift is going to be just the standing bicep curl. We're going to be facing the tower, and you're just going to grab the 2 handles on each side, and then you're just going to curl them right up to you, almost to your shoulders. Now when you're doing this, you don't want to put your back or rock into the motion because then you're not really isolating the muscle as much. You could also actually hurt your back if you're going too crazy rocking around. So just a nice simple curl, straight up and down. And that's your most basic lift on the Bowflex is just your standing bicep curl facing the tower. So next we're going to do a reverse curl. So it's actually a really similar motion. We're just going to have our back to the tower. We're going to grab the 2 handles and we're going to curl them up. And now this one, I'm not standing straight up and down. I like to lean forward just a little bit. And that's just to increase the resistance a little bit. Now speaking of resistance, I have a 50 and a 30 power rod racked up, and you'll find with the Bowflex that your resistance really peaks out the further your rods bend, and so that's one way you can actually change how much resistance you're getting out of your Bowflex is just change your position, step back a little bit further, and the resistance goes up a tad. So those are our 2 standing curls. Next we're going to do a lying curl, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down on the bench and lie flat backwards. Watch your head though when you do that. And I like to have my knees just barely touching this rod up front. And then we're just going to curl the handles right up to your shoulders. Now this one you can't put any sort of whip into it because you're lying straight on your back. All right, so next we have a seated one-handed curl. So I like to slide almost all the way to the back of the Bowflex, and you're going to just grab one handle here. So I got my left hand, and it's the left handle, and I'm going to just curl the handle up towards my chest. And really you can have this leg here in a number of different positions, kind of whatever works out best for you. You just don't want to be, again, whipping around your back as you curl. So let me show it from the other side. I don't know how well it'll come through on the video. And that's it. So next we've got the bent over concentration curl. And so I'm going to get on this side here. And what I like to do is I like to have my innermost hand holding the leg extension. And then I like to grab the handle behind you. And then you're just going to curl right up to your shoulder. Now, one thing I forgot to mention earlier is as you do any sort of bicep curl, you exhale as you pull the weight in towards you. All right, so from the other side, let me do that real fast. All right, so those 5 lifts we just did, that is all of our lifts through the bottom pulleys. Now I'm going to show you one more, and that's through the top pulleys. So let me go ahead and work on getting that racked up. Now, you might be wondering why do any bicep stuff through the top pulleys. Well, it's more for like a circuit workout. And you'll notice in the HIIT videos that I post that I like to go from lift to lift real fast. And so if you want to work out biceps, and you happen to be using the top pulleys, well, you're going to need to either re-rack the weights really fast, which you see it's taking me a minute or so, or you can do this lift here. So this is, I call it the lying curl, but you're not really lying down. You're going to want to lean back somewhat, but not all the way back. And careful, don't hit your head. And you're just going to then pull the weights toward you. And so that's it. So thank you for watching, and please check out my other videos. So next we've got the